So they've just released another hotfix for the Veilbreaker hotfix update. Yeah, it's getting a bit weird with the naming system of this. 32.0.12. Come on, 0.1 it already. Jeez, don't save it for an Echoes update. An Echo update would be 32.5. But hey, who am I to complain about that? I'm amazed this is still running, but they've made something interesting changes to this, and I think it's to do with the upcoming changes, and that is if you go to your inventory and basically search for, come on, well, where would it even be? We'll just search these parts. Well, imagine my surprise to see the fact that they still say tradable. That's what the underneath the N and the T of blueprint in all of this, that square, means that they are tradable. What they have done is they have made landing craft blueprints no longer tradable. Wording here would be really nice, considering these are all still tradable when they say landing craft blueprints, and the only reason I'm doing this is simply down to the fact that people we're talking about this and saying it's not true, it's not true. No, that's because it says the landing craft blueprint, not the landing craft components. That's a component, 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 that's a component. I don't even know which one is actually the new skin, but it's these things. The ship blueprint is the one you use to combine the fuselage, engines, and avionics all together. These things are no longer tradable. Why is this? Well, according to what they say, these are all available in here, and if we search for this is a huge mistake. Landing craft. Now do you see why it was a big mistake? Blueprints are available in the marketplace for these ships. Obviously, finding the exact ship is going to be slightly a pain in the butt, but you can only have one blueprint, so you cannot buy more. You cannot build a Lisette, but you basically have to know what the ship looks like to be able to go in and click on it and not accidentally click on a skin, because that would be a skin. Hence, trying to look through this and find the actual ships. Don't have the blueprint for that one, but you know what? I kind of want it. Just for the sake of having the blueprints there, more than anything else. But as you can see, it's not purchasing the ship, because you can only purchase the ship once. The blueprints for attaching all of these components together are now in the marketplace. Why is this? Well, that's where we have to get creative. Because a lot of the ship parts drop from rare containers or reinforced containers. They all pretty much look the same, and they will glow like this and emit a sound as well, so you can hear them in case they are in a location like above you or below you. These are where you kind of get these components from, and it does mean that, well, the blueprints won't be dropping from there anymore. It means that, it's one less item from the drop pool, meaning it increases the percentage of the chance of you being able to get a hold of any of the ship parts. Why am I using this container, which I use every time, and why did I say this will take some creativity? Well, in total I've found 10 of these, and I used to run around with Helios and the Heliocore. That would be the scan hammer, and every time you opened a container it would scan it. And I have found a total of 2 of the Orokin ones and 1 of the Corpus ones. Yeah, and this is from somebody who used to run around and open everything and search every little dark corner of a map for items. Never found these things. But that is just down to the luck of actually being able to find these things. And to be fair, a lot of the times when I do come across these, other players have opened them anyway. Yeah. You find them under the, basically, object side of the codex. And there's a lot of things I still haven't scanned. But the same goes for the reinforced carry pod. That also has ship ports in it. That would be for the Parallax, I do believe it's called. The new ship. Well, new ship for now. But as you can see, the blueprint doesn't drop here. And yes, I did go in and check on this. And yes, reinforced carry pod storage containers as a rare drop. I did double check this just to make sure that I was right on what I was saying, because a lot of the times I do mess that up a lot. But I mean, come on, 150 opens has a 0.67% chance of dropping the engines or the yeah, that's wow, 450 times you'll have to open it. Yeah. Did it change much? Not really. I'm pretty sure these blueprints, the way to get them is to actually buy them from the marketplace to begin with. I have no idea if they... Well, they had to drop from the actual containers because I have some. And I don't think I've ever actually bought the blueprints apart from the ones that I just did buy, that is, just for the sake of where has... Well, it would seem one of the ships has disappeared. Why did that happen? I'm not imagining this. The Parallax has completely disappeared from this list. Once you buy the blueprint, just poof, gone. That's straight up weird, but yes, it is a noticeable thing. Yes, they have removed it, and I think the blueprint you had to buy from the marketplace to begin with anyway, but it being tradable was kind of weird. But at the same time, I think they've done this because of how the Grenier landing craft that is coming in the coming, I'm hoping, update, Echoes update, and it will be something that will be easier to get a hold of. But the fact that they've made the blueprint non-tradable, I think simply comes down to the fact that we're all expecting Chipper here to actually have these blueprints under his wares, so you can get the parts and build them. Yes, it would make a lot more sense to do it that way, and the reason they're not tradable is because they don't want people who haven't got to rank 5 to be able to get a hold of them.
You don't like what I got?
But I don't think they're going to be there. I think they're going to be here. I think to get a hold of this ship, it's going to be behind the unlock cache with passwords part of the Break Norma missions. Whether that's true or not, I have absolutely no idea. I have yet to complete one of these missions and find all 4 of the passcodes, and it's been a thing for the past 3 weeks. I always get to 3. I'm going back in there and I'm finding that 4th one just for the sake of being able to say I've done it at least once. But that being said, still haven't found all 5 gene stamps in there, and basically best I've done is 4 out of 6 for this. It's annoying me I haven't done all 6, but I think that the new ship is going to be inside of the caches for the Break Norma missions and not inside of Chipper, which is the other reason I think they've done this, so that blueprint isn't tradable, because it may be in parts, it may not be in parts. Parallax, which is, I just don't think they're going to give it to Chipper. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out. Obviously, if you wanted to see the ship, it would have been the thumbnail, because I forgot to go and I may have inserted footage of that ship as it goes, but we've already seen it sitting there when they were talking about Veilbreaker as an update back in August. We're supposed to come with Veilbreaker, but they moved it to an Echoes thing to make sure that Echoes of Veilbreaker actually has some content other than... Yeah. We'll see on that one. But with that, that's about it for the hotfix. I know this was pretty long going on about it, so we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.